Within the book. Font title है मालूम है
Okay, good afternoon, guys. Hello, everyone. Everybody there?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Ishita. Guys, also, can I request you to switch on your cameras? If I can just get to see you. It's nice to connect.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Hi, Ishita. You seem a known face somehow.
I don't know.
Ritik, Shweta. Hi, Shweta.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hi, Ritik.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Can you switch on your camera?
Yes, ma'am. Just a second.
Hi, Ritik. Okay, guys. Shweta, थोड़ा अपने कैमरे का एंगल एडजस्ट करेगी so that we get to.
Yeah, ma'am.
Perfect.
Is it fine?
Fine. Okay, guys. So since it's our first interaction, before we take things further from this place, let's have a quick introduction. थोड़ा आप अपने बारे में बताओ, थोड़ा मैं अपने बारे में बताती हूँ. Let's get to know each other a little better, and then maybe we can talk the next things in line. Okay, Ritik, तू पहले शुरू करेगा, or we'll go by ladies first.
It's okay. My name is Ritik Raina. I am a graduate from Thapar University in computer engineering. Yes. So a simple introduction of me. I describe myself as a learner from failures.
Oh, how nice.
So I like failing in life and then learning from them, learning from those failures. That is just a brief description of me. I like studying generally. I like football. I like chess. These are some of my few likes. Some of my dislikes, I don't like arguments.
Beautiful, Ritik. थोड़ा पढ़ाई के बारे में बताएगा. Why MBA? What other exams you have in? What are your dream colleges? Anything about पढ़ाई?
So why MBA? It's just like I was during engineering. I was like stuck. I felt stuck. I wanted to do something more.
That's the story of most engineers, I guess. So no.
Yeah. Obviously. So basically,
anecdote of all engineers.
So I wanted to do more, and I felt like engineering is just too restricting for me. I wanted to like learn people skills. I wanted to learn management. I wanted to learn various things I have not learned in my life as of yet. So I felt like I thought, what do I do? Do I do masters in engineering? Do I do MBA? MBA seemed like the best choice when I thought about it, and I'm on this path. I filled CAT and ZAT right now. CAT, I am 98.42 percentile. I'm not happy with it, but it's the story of everyone. Even with 99.42, I would have wanted something.
You're not happy. And happiness is a choice, we can say there. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And so you'll write that on the 8th?
Yes, I have that.
Okay. And no other exams, Ritik? IFT nahi likha?
No, I kind of just ignored IFT. Snap, I didn't want to give. I don't know. Baki, I gave CAT. CAT like covered most of the colleges I wanted to go into. Eventually, like I had ABC aims. Those are kind of shattered right now, but eventually, like I am hoping for KI and Lucknow as well.
But you know, some of the lower IIMs can give you much of your desired things. So don't lose hope as of now.
No, I am not losing hope.
और अगर profile में थोड़ा भी अच्छा variation and there is diversity in the profile, you can expect a call from C.
But I am in general engineering male. I don't have any diversity. C is impossible.
मतलब और भी कुछ अगर किया हो extra curriculars, co-curriculars, this that?
No, my 10th and 12th are basically perfect, and like my graduation is 82.4%, except that I don't have anything good in my profile.
Any other thing? Okay, cool. Okay, and how did you prepare for your this thing?
I just took the CL course. For CAT, you mean, na? I just took the CL online night classes and just prepared using those and gave the mods and all.
So you were cat N.
Hmm?
You were cat N batch.
Cat in batch.
Okay. Okay, Shweta, can we hear from you now?
Ma'am, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I actually have to leave
Yeah,
for
yeah.
another
I'm
meeting.
so sorry. My bad, Ishita. I said I'll speak to you first. My bad.
It's fine.
Let's
so-
hear from you first.
Yeah, I am currently in my final BTech engineering degree. I am doing my BTech from VIT Vellore, and I actually sat for CAT. I would be very frank, just like that, because placement season was going on, and I did not get a job that time, and I was being very anxious. So I filled up the form, and then I got a job. But then my father was like, since you have filled the form, then just go and sit. And then
From which place, beta?
I'm from Noida itself. Like I live near the center only. So yeah, and like that's the reason I joined Career Launcher, because then my dad, like I got 94 percentile. So my
That's
father,
And how did you prepare for your cat?
I did not. So
You did
my-
not.
yes, I did not.
Then
So
for once there was an iota of thought of retaking it, because if you can get 94 without preparations, you can do wonders with proper guidance, Baba.
yes, something I myself think of. So I like that's what I was thinking, that if I get like a proper kind of what you say, advice and stuff for my PIs for right now, because when I went to the center, they were like that I might get some calls. So I was like, okay, fine, and that's it. I mean, that's
And
what
what
it
other
is about.
exams you're writing?
I have only filled that because I had no idea that there was IIFT or SNAP. Like I had no guidance, honestly. My friend was filling for CAT, and she was preparing from Career Launcher itself. So
The name is?
she is not from this center. She's from some other part of India center. So she was like, you should also fill. So that was the only exposure I got for CAT. That's it. So
Okay.
that's
Shweta.
about me.
Okay. Yeah, Shweta.
Yeah, actually, I did BA from Delhi University, and I just completed in 2022. I wrote CAT, ZAT, and SNAP and NMET. In CAT, my score is 91 percentile. Actually, I prepared it through a crash course that I joined in, basically MBA Guru. I joined that course. And then in NMET, my score is 236. And about what I like, I love to write a diary. I also kept a one in which I
First person who has talked about her inner self, like your name, your course, your stream, your academia, you will talk. And that is much known. First person who has taken this initiative to talk about herself. It is very important to know yourself and talk about yourself. Okay, Beta, go ahead.
yeah.
Sorry,
So
go ahead. But I was so overwhelmed.
yeah, so I actually wrote a write a diary daily, and I also love to play chess.
Yes.
Although I didn't play it very much, but I love to play whenever I get time. So this is it about me.
Great, Shweta. Okay. So Ishita, you are working somewhere.
I actually just started my internship. So like that's it for now, because in my curriculum they are like either you do a project, or if you get an internship from our side only, from the college side, you do that. So since I got an internship as well, so I have started doing it right now. So for that only, like recently only everything has came up on my plate with all this MBA thing and the place.
Okay, guys. So one question I would like to ask. Now you're done with your exams, you're done with your preparation. What particularly you guys are doing in the areas for preparing yourself for PDPs? Like, are you seriously doing something, reading newspaper, watching news, maybe reading a novel, maybe watching a series, or any other thing? Are you guys doing something to, be abreast with what is happening around and how to, prepare yourself for the PDPs? Have you guys done something?
Honestly, ma'am, no, I haven't done anything. related to it.
Have you guys sent me your resumes?
Yeah.
Yes.
I am so sorry. I forgot. I was
Two
traveling.
things you
I'll
guys
send
have
it by
to,
today.
two things you guys have to do. One, you have to send me your resume, and you have to fill those 45 questions in your Word format, and you'll have to send it to that MBA PDP. Okay? Because those questions and your resume is, is your brainchild. We do everything in life, like we take up our academics, we do our extracurriculars, we are a part of the college curriculars, we take up a course if you want to prepare for something. We do everything related to academia. But when it comes to the second rounds, we absolutely are, deprived of all the information. We do not know how to proceed with it. It is you have cleared the basic criteria. That is, your academics are in place. You have done that. But everybody who has been called there has done that. So now to ace and not to have an edge over everybody else and to carve a niche and to cement a seat, you got to know something about yourself. You got to showcase your personality. If I am getting two options, both are academically equally qualified, but the other one is also a very charming and pleasing personality. And the first one is very silent, quiet, morose, simple sa banda. Why not I'll go for the other one who's more chirpy and more bubbly? Right. So academically, you guys have, fulfilled the basic criteria. Now, what I want you to do is, Pehla, so academic, you guys need to start reading your newspapers daily. Then I also want you guys to dive into yourself and introspect a bit about who you are. A basic scanning of self is required. Like, who's Ishita? What are her dreams and aspirations? Where does she see herself 5 years down? Does she has a bucket list? What are the dream places she would like to visit? Okay, what are her favorite colors? Who's her favorite singer? Who's her favorite actor or actress? If she would, if she would like to be reborn, what she would like to be reborn as? What has she done in her life? Are there any instances where she is regretting certain things? Would she be able to, if she was given an opportunity to go back in time, what are the certain mistakes she would like to, correct? So all those things about yourself, which is completely untouched as an area. And knowing yourself is very, very, very important, because for every academic and every current affair question, you can have an answer ki, sir, this is not my forte. This is my forte. I don't watch world sports, but I watch world politics. Yeah, I am interested into this. Because, the world is a huge lot of a thing. You're not supposed to know each and everything about it. So you can easily dodge questions on which you do not have a hold and command. But how will you dodge questions about yourself? You're getting my point? So it's high time you guys need to dive down inside yourself, retrospect, introspect, know you who you are, and have a SWOT analysis. You know what is SWOT analysis? You got to have your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats intact. See, when you're sitting in front of the interviewer, the vision, the clarity, that clarity of thought, the streamline, the career path, the flow chart, all those things should be crystal clear. There should not be any room for ambiguity. He wants to see a candidate who knows what he wants from that college, what he wants from those 2 years, and what he wants post those 2 years in the corporate world as short-term and mid-term and long-term goals. They will not waste a seat on somebody who does not brings in diversity, who does not brings in variety, who does not brings a value addition to the college, and who is not a useful resource, who cannot be a good alumni. They will not take average students. आपने 99 परसेंटाइल लाया है, लेकिन आपने सिर्फ 99 परसेंटाइल लाया, और दूसरे ने 99 परसेंटाइल लाया है, साथ में वो स्टेट लेवल स्पोर्ट भी खेला है, साथ में उसने ओलंपियाड्स भी जीते हैं, साथ में उसने नुक्कड़ नाटक भी किए हैं, साथ में उसने थिएटर और ड्रामा भी किया है, साथ में वो गिटार भी प्ले करता है. Why not? If I am getting a complete package, why not? So your CV and your biodata and your questions, everything needs to be updated. One. Second, please start doing something. Even if you have not done anything in school and college, okay, you cannot go back in time and get something done out of those times. But you can start reading a novel. You can have your, current affairs intact. See, agar aap
Ma'am,
kehte hain,
so sorry to interrupt.
you
I
need to
have
leave.
to
है ना?
leave. Yes,
Need to
ma'am.
leave. Okay.
Okay, ma'am, just one question I have. Yeah, like when you said PDP answers we have to send, can we send like a few questions because it will take a lot of time to, I guess, finish all the questions. So by parts, I'll be sending it. Okay.
I'll share the recording of the session with you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So guys, a quick recap of all these things was required. Why? Because they say na, ki you cannot prepare an interview. You do not know what questions will be asked. No, that's the biggest bubble we need to break. Interviews can be prepared. It's just that you have to be a good player, as in you have to decide your own shots. You cannot be dodging all the questions. So if you will give them areas, they will definitely ask questions from those areas with blinkers on, and they will not navigate here and there. If the first question we all know will be asked that tell me something about yourself. So in that tell me something about yourself, you have given them your favorite sport, you have talked about your medals, achievements and credentials, you have talked about your favorite subject in school and college, you have talked about your internship, and what are the traits that you possess where you have chosen that I would like to do management because of these traits. So you have given them 5 areas. How can out of the blue they'll ask you questions on, ISIS? They cannot, no. There's no connectivity. So if you will give them areas, they will ask you questions from your areas only, and that ways you can be the player. You can lead the interview. You can drive the interview. You have the command of the interview till the last, because you will not let them digress. If you will only talk about my CAT percentile and I have prepared for this, my graduation degree is this, and I'm so and so. So then they can ask you anything under the planet. There's so many galaxies and so many questions. So give them the areas, और वो areas आप तभी बता सकते हो जिसपे आपकी command है, और वो command आपको पहले अपने बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा कि what am I good at, और उन areas को और polish करना पड़ेगा. Say for example, if I say कि okay, I'm a voracious reader, but I haven't picked up a book in last 6 months. So in order to justify my statement that I'm a voracious reader, I need to quickly finish 2-3 books. So you think what you are good at. You think what you like doing. You think what are your Datsuzokus. You think what are your escape mechanisms. And then polish them, refine them, brush them, and present them neatly. So please start reading newspapers. Please finish a good book. And agar a book choose karna hai, so I would suggest you some books which can be related to your personality and your, course and your management, so that it's a little relatable. Sir, because I was coming to a college where I will get an opportunity to learn ample things. So just to make myself more fit and more appropriate to grab new opportunities, I need to have a healthy state of mind. And to just, keep my mind that fit and, edgy, I have read some books which will give me a good appetite, my mind a good appetite on how to take things in future and how to, make the most of these 2 years of my MBA. And then he'll definitely ask you what book you have written or you have read. So you'll tell him about the book that you have read and what that book has taught you and what are the takeaways from that book and what are the takeaways that you will take from that book, and you will, induct in the college, what is the value addition and all this. तो एक बुक अच्छी 1-2 बुक्स पढ़ डालिए. अभी आपके पास टाइम है कुछ महीनों का. अब से भी लेकर के आप अपने इंटरव्यूज तक बहुत ज्यादा अब्रेस्ट रहेंगे कि करंट क्या हो रहा है करंट अफेयर्स में, इंडियन पॉलिटिक्स, वर्ल्ड पॉलिटिक्स. सो यू विल बी एबल टू गिव देम एरियाज कि ओके I have nicely followed such events. So they'll have some questions from those events. And if you have, given them good answers, so they will come to know, okay, he's a serious boy. He's a serious chap. If he said that I have been, following the news, he has been following because he had the answers. And please do something, identify with your hobby. If you don't have, get one. Not get one as in get it from somewhere, but thoda dekho ki aapko kya acha lagta hai and start practicing it. There cannot be a banda without a hobby. And you cannot say, ki, sir, whenever I need a break, I can go and, get a sutta for myself and that's my biggest hobby and my biggest break. You cannot say that, right? So get a hobby for yourself. It can be listening to music also, but you have to showcase that you are a person who has varied interest. You cannot come out as a boring personality. Sir, मैं पढ़ता हूँ, थोड़ा friends के साथ chill किया, थोड़ा mobile Netflix देखा, सुट्टा वट्टा मारा, सो गया. No, it cannot be that way. You got to come across as a very kaleidoscopic personality. You got to show them that you have shades to your personality. You got to show them that whatever I take up in my hand, I am very, very good at imparting my efforts at it. Chahe meri, if I am playing guitar or if I am painting or if I am reading a book or if I am hanging around with my, even if you hang around with your friends, now you got to present it in a beautiful way. Sir, I'm a people's person. I like to be surrounded by people. I love where in this world and in this era where listening is a dying art, I love to be with people and listen to them. There is so much to hear from people and so much I listen to learn and learn to listen. Sorry. So it's all about, you have to pick minute things and make it sound Herculean. So socho what you are good at, socho what you like to do, सोचो what hobbies you pursue, सोचो कि स्कूल में मैंने क्या किया है. अगर I'll quote a small anecdote. एक बच्चा था मेरा, तो he was like, मैम मैं क्या लिखूं? I don't have anything. I have not participated in any competitions in the school, no Olympiads, no contests, sports में कभी नहीं रहा मैं. मैम मैं क्या लिखूं? मैंने कुछ नहीं किया पढ़ाई के अलावा. Good student, academics में good student. तो मैंने कहा see, even if you do not have anything to quote about yourself remarkably, but still तूने पढ़ाई तो की है. और अपने आप को हर एग्जाम दर एग्जाम तो टीचर्स तुझे किसी कंपटीशन में और इस उसमें तू बोल नहीं पा रहा था इसलिए सिलेक्ट नहीं किया होगा, पर टीचर्स की नजर में तेरी रिस्पेक्ट तो थी कि अच्छा बच्चा है, रिजल्ट तो स्कूल को तू नहीं दिलाया. तो आई मेड हिम राइट कि दिस आंसर कि व्हेन दे आस्क यू कि टॉक अबाउट योर अचीवमेंट्स, तो यू से सर if achievements are described as medals, trophies, and certificates, I don't have any. But if achievements are described as setting goals beyond your capacities and achieving it every time, I have multiple achievements. Every time I have set a goal for myself, which was beyond and above my capacity, I have slogged myself, I have toiled for achieving that goal, and I did it, and I did it yet again, and yet again. And that's my biggest achievement, though I have not been rewarded in any manner for that goal. But yes, if you'll ask with me, my willpower has always come across in achieving that goal, and I pat my own back for doing that. So there is a presentation for everything, bro. Everything. But you got to be prepared for all this. Say, if I will prepare my answer, okay, what are your biggest weaknesses? So when I will prepare my answer, I will also prepare the cross questions from that answer. And then the answers to those cross questions. So that way I'm covering a full area. Now they cannot, gang against me with any question. Because I have also, like, वो बोलते हैं ना, antidote. मैंने वो poison और उसका antidote और वो सब कुछ मैंने पहले से ही समझ के रखा है. So no ways they can nail me down. So this is the amount of, thought process. This is the amount of research work. This is the amount of planning and execution will go into preparing your interviews. And of course, current affairs and ये सारी चीजें तो आप prepare कर ही लोगे, but अपने बारे में आपको बहुत समय अब देना है. And it's more here. You got to sit with your own self. आप अपने साथ बैठो, अपने आप से बात करो. Try seeking answers from within. Who's Ritik? If Ritik has to be described in a phrase, what's the best phrase? If Ritik would like to be, would like his biopic to be featured, who would be the lead actor and what should be the title? And what are the shades of his life he would like to, that biopic should carry? And all these things about yourself. Now start setting in your own company. That is the only PDP preparation you can do. your strengths, your weaknesses, your personality, what you like doing, what you like eating, how how you have perceived yourself in the near future, what are your dreams and aspirations, what have been your goals, when do you like to get settled in life, what are the destinations you'd like to cover, your fantasies, your bucket list, everything about yourself. Plus what you have done in school, what kind of friend circle you had, what was people's opinion about you, how affected or unaffected you are with what happens around you, and all those things. You're getting my point? Okay, if I ask you, Ritik, okay, Ritik, your name is Ritik, so how much do you connect with Ritik Roshan?
0. I don't connect at all with them.
Acha, okay. 0, I don't connect at all. See, this was a little humor. Maybe the panel would like to, induct or something. है ना, या वो थोड़ा सा देखना चाहेंगे कि तेरी personality कितनी entertaining है, तो बिल्कुल ही boring निकलेगा. How do you connect with this person? 0, sir. I don't connect with him at all.
Look, I have the same name as him, but how do you connect with a superstar actor as a, huh?
I have the same what?
I have the same name as him, but how do you connect with him? My father has the same name. That's another connection, I guess. My father's name is Rakesh as well.
Oh, see, kitna gadha hai tu.
Well, yeah, this is a connection.
When you have asked me this, suppose I am Ritik, okay, I'm answering this on your behalf. Sir, when you have asked me this question, I would take the liberty to add a little humor to this stressful and serious environment. Not just I share my name with Ritik Roshan, even my father shares the name with Ritik Roshan's father. But yes, he is a different clan and I am a different clan. And other than name, we don't have anything in common because I would like to keep myself away from all the glamour, the glitz, and the limelight. I am a person who always enjoys the company of my inner circle. And the way Ritik has not just, has been in the buzz for both good reasons and bad, I have not ever been a part of any buzz and I would like to keep it little in circle and in-house. So that way I don't connect to him. But yes, it's strange ways of destiny that the clan name is as same as theirs. थोड़ा elaborate बोलेगा, थोड़ा कुछ बोलेगा तो वो भी सुनेंगे. No sir, 0. फिर वो अचानक से तुझसे एल नीनो पे बात करने लगेंगे. मतलब वो भी सटक जाते हैं ना कुछ भी. So you have to, give it a little twist. अच्छा, okay, तो आपने कोई पिक्चर नहीं देखी उसकी कुछ, फिर वो तुझसे 1-2 लाइन थोड़ा माहौल लाइट हो जाएगा. तो you have to such opportunity. एक मजेदार क्वेश्चन आ रहा है, उसको क्यों गवाना मुझे बिना बात किए, फिर वो पता नहीं क्या पूछ लेगा. So if I'm getting
default goes to negative.
The answer, why will I let the opportunity go? I ain't. है ना? तो just इससे एक बहुत जरूरी पॉइंट निकल के आता है कि never give close-ended answers. क्योंकि close-ended के बाद then you are giving them 1 second, guys, 1 second. Okay, so what I was saying is, if they've asked any question and you are somehow not in a capacity to answer that question, give them some closing and some opening to your answer. If you will give them this close-ended answer, then they have that entire area of choosing any damn subject they want to for asking you any question. But if from your answer, even if you do not know the answer, say suppose they'll ask me about, what's your take on the Punjab government? Okay, so I'll say, sir, I would definitely like to take that question. But with all humility, I would like to mention that I am a no polity person. Politics has never been my area of interest and my genre. I have a very basic understanding of politics. So I don't go deep into, what are the governments, state governments like and how do they function and all of that. because somehow this area has never interested me. But sir, if you'll ask me about climate changes, and if you'll ask me about maybe books and novels, or if you'll ask me about Jashne-e-Rekhta, for that matter of fact, because I like Urdu language, these are my areas of interest, and I would like to, I would like to be questioned on these areas, and I promise you, sir, that you'll also love hearing me out. So you have very nicely, brushed it under the carpet that I am not aware of state politics or, central politics or whatever it is. But I read this, I know this, I'm fond of this. So now you have given them 2-3 areas. So sorry, sir, I'm not into politics. I have no understanding. फिर वो तुमसे पूछेंगे, okay, Samsung is a Chinese company or a Japanese company, or what's your take on Samsung's upcoming line of products and all those things. फिर वो हमें नहीं पता होगा, तो हम ऐसे अपने आप को expose नहीं कर सकते to these risks. So you got to give them areas where they can ask questions and you can write them. Don't give them an open field and don't give them the option to bowl any ball, and you cannot be dodging every ball they play. ठीक है, तो उसके लिए आपको खुद के बारे में जानना, आपको आपकी लिस्ट ऑफ पॉइंटर्स होना कि मेरे से इस बारे में बात करो. I can talk anything. So if they will ask me something, I will have my pointers ready. What do you like? I like reading books. Also, I like listening to people, listening to talk shows, listening to TED Talks, and Shashi Tharoor being my favorite speaker. So of course, Shashi Tharoor is such a complex, complicated, and famous personality कि उससे चीजें आएंगी ही आएंगी. TED Talk में किसको follow करते हो, है ना? Steve Harvey को क्यों सुनते हो? So I have given them so many areas. So don't give them close-ended answers. Open-ended answers देने के लिए you got to have your pointers ready कि आप किस चीज पे बात करना चाहोगे, and you got to be very, very clear about your areas of strength and areas of weakness. और areas of weakness को आपको कैसे dodge करना है, but झूठ नहीं बोलना. Under any given circumstance, you cannot lie. Don't try to fake it, because पता है क्या होता है, अगर आपने कुछ see, they are interviewing 400 people every day. ठीक, वो इतने स्मार्ट होते हैं, आपसे कोई क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे, फिर आपको 2-3 इधर के क्वेश्चन में घुमाएंगे, फिर चौथा क्वेश्चन, वो 5वां क्वेश्चन वो ऐसा पूछेंगे जो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन से या सेकंड क्वेश्चन से रिलेटेड होगा, और उसमें आपने कुछ और आंसर दिया होगा, फिर यहाँ पे वो आपको फंसा देंगे, और फिर आप कुछ और बोलोगे, ओ अच्छा अभी तो आपने ऐसा बोला था. You are under pressure, they are not now, so they know how to फंसाओ you. So you cannot be giving fake answers, because speak the truth and you don't have to remember anything. You are quoting something false, you have to be very cautious कि आपसे गलती ना हो जाए. So that's the thing. तो इसके लिए ये बहुत जरूरी है कि आप कोई चीज झूठ नहीं बोलेंगे, प्लस आपको में सब चीजें abstract से abstract चीज पता होनी चाहिए. Say for example, Shweta, if I ask you, okay, Shweta, if you would like to be reborn as an animal, what animal you would choose and why? Suppose you are in a beauty pageant and this is the question thrown to you. How will you answer this?
I would say lioness.
बस इतना बोलेगी तू? I would say lioness. अभी मैंने ध्यान दिया.
Yeah, actually I would say lioness, because I think the after lioness would be the most important, or the very important member of the, like you can say, of the jungle. Like we have called the lion the king. So basically lioness is the queen, and I consider queen is better than king.
Oh, super. Last line, bravo. Whether, because इसको और थोड़ा अच्छा बना देंगे. Because sir, I believe whether it is the animal kingdom, the real life, or a game of chess, the queen always shall protect the king. Fancy बोलना, glamorize ही कर रही है, gender को तो ढंग से glamorize कर, right? Very good line. But तूने ठीक ठाक बोला, वो last line pick up हो गई, अच्छा, लेकिन present yourself with a lot of energy, with a lot of entho, show your readiness to take the question. It's like you are ready with the bat and the pitch, and you're ready to play for a 6. You're not there to play for a 1 run or a 2 run. So that readiness, and that I think so there should not be wrinkles on the forehead. That shows, that's a sign of not being sure. That's a sign of ambiguity. That's a sign of not being that confident. Take it up with a smile. Take it up with a smile. Let the body posture be straight. Answer, look into the eyes of every panel member. and address everyone and go slow, dheere dheere aram se bol, so the thought process is continuous. Then you're not stuttering in between. I mean to say, you know what I mean. Then they'll say, no, I don't know what you mean. Please elaborate. So then that's not a good sign, right? But थोड़ा अच्छे से जोर से बोला तूने लास्ट में बहुत बढ़िया, but थोड़ा पिकअप नहीं हुआ अच्छा वो. So you got to be prepared for such questions. ठीक है? If you have to pick a favorite politician, who would that be, Ritik?
I'm sorry, I am not into politics at all, but if I had to pick a favorite politician, it would be Rahul Gandhi because he has made myself laugh a lot.
Because at least
Because of the memes. I'm a
he
memester.
entertains us.
Yeah, I'm a memester. I like to laugh a lot. He makes me laugh a lot.
So because you have mentioned Rahul Gandhi, Ritik, I would like to ask you why these days Rahul Gandhi is found at all the smaraks and with no bullets, and he's telling that, you know, this is the kind of what do you call, the self cleaning and self proclaiming and self re-indulgence that he's talking about. Why he is seen in such chilling winters without any woolens and pullovers? What's your take on that?
I like, I don't know, he probably wants to be picked up as a meme again or something. He wants to, like, there's a, like, why do I say that? Because there's a culture of Sigma males right now. Like you are saying, he is going out without like the sweaters and all. He probably wants to be perceived as a strong, burly man or something. I don't know. I'm not into politics at all, so that's the answer I can give.
ठीक है, but थोड़ा safe play करना है ना कि I am not fond of politics and I don't. But if I have to pick a favorite politician, I would like to go back in time and pick up people like somebody जिसने बहुत help किया हो. So that's a safe.
Or the Prime Minister is a safer choice.
Or the Prime Minister,
because he is strong.
But वही है कि पीछे जाना ज्यादा सेफ है. कोई एंटी मोदी निकला तो
that's the risk I took. It's not like the main interview right now, so I just took it as a joke right now.
ठीक है, तो ये
Ma'am, if this question would be asked to me, so can I also take a male politician's name or I have to take the female one?
No, favorite means favorite. So what?
If they ask, why don't you take up any female politician name? Isn't that one?
So why do we have to, when it comes to favorites, why can't we just go by the feeling? Why do we have to go by gender? Isn't it a very narrow mindset? I'll be projecting, being a woman myself, I'll be picking a favorite politician who's supposed to be a female, irrespective of my interest, and my appreciation for her might not be that strong and that broad as I have for this person.
Yeah.
If I have to choose any politician, that will be Smriti Irani for clear reasons that she speaks well and I connect with people who have good oratory skills. So I don't have to do anything with politics, but yes, the way she creates a clamor and pandemonium in the Parliament House, the way she is able to pull herself in when she's at a podium and she's speaking and addressing the crowd, the way she articulates herself, the way she's lucid and cogent and lexical about her language, I am very fond of her because I connect with people who have good oratory senses. So because I have also the gift of the gab. तो ये ज्यादा सेफ है कि भाई मैं पॉलिटिक्स है लेकिन हाँ ये मेरा इंटरेस्ट कॉमन है तो मैं इस रीजन से कनेक्ट. तो यही है, मतलब कुछ भी आपके ऊपर थ्रो कर दिया जाएगा. अगर how many of you are fond of watching sports?
Cricket I follow generally, like World Cups
football.
and all.
Volleyball?
Me, I probably follow football, the European side of football.
Okay. Michael Jordan के बारे में पूछ लिया.
Michael Jordan is a basketball player.
बास्केटबॉल ही तो बोला तूने.
मैं
Football.
बॉल बोला. अच्छा. मुझे पहले वॉलीबॉल सुनाई दिया फिर बास्केटबॉल सुनाई दिया. ओके. तो फुटबॉल में तो बड़े कंट्रोवर्शियल क्वेश्चंस हो सकते हैं यार. जैसे कि anything about Pele, Messi, Ronaldo.
I can discuss everything about.
Okay, if in your real life, suppose the real life is a football ground, would you be like to showcase yourself as a frontline player, a defender, an attacker? What?
I would like to answer this question because I have played football, obviously, because I have a really good I was really interested in football. I was a cricket player earlier in my life, but towards the क्या बोलते हैं, higher standards of my life, I became a football player, and the first football player that caught my eye was Manuel Neuer. He's a goalkeeper. So, goalkeepers basically are the saviors of the team. They save goals. They are tall. They are basically the strength of the team. If you are not a good keeper, you basically
And
concede
they are the
goals and
radars
get
of the
goals.
people also, because they say,
Huh?
no matter how many goals you do, people will remember only the goal you missed.
Yes.
So
So
they are on
basically,
the
like
radar.
Manuel Neuer is my footballing idol. Like everybody would have Messi and Ronaldo.
This
Manuel Neuer is my
person whom
favorite.
you're mentioning is from which team? For just
Bayern Munich. He's
Huh?
in Bayern Munich. He's in German league.
German. Okay, German league,
Yes.
as in he plays for Germany.
Yeah, internationally he plays for Germany, but there is also an aspect of football called club football.
Leagues. Okay.
Yes, so he plays in the German league, which is called the Bundesliga.
Great.
I'm really like into football.
That's good, na? That
I can handle that.
इसको master कर ले तो तुझसे कुछ और पूछेंगे नहीं वो लोग.
That's why I mentioned football and chess.
और
That's why-
जिसको बीच में हिंदी फिलर्स आ गए ना, वो क्या कहते हैं? क्या कहते हैं नहीं चलेगा. You cannot use हिंदी फिलर्स. This sort of moment में हो जाता है, but ठीक है. So this is my entire idea. The way Hrithik has come up with this football. अभी तक इसको सुन के मुझे यही लगा था कि ये बस पढ़ता है और इसने कुछ नहीं किया.
I mentioned football and chess in my introduction.
अच्छा, maybe I missed it. शुरू में थोड़ा disturbance था पीछे. Maybe I missed. So ठीक है. So that is what is all about. कि you have to think pointers about yourself, which can always be of rescue. क्योंकि से सपोज तूने 6 चीजें मेंशन की अपने इंट्रोडक्शन में, 2 के बारे में सवाल, ऑफ कोर्स वो 6 पे तो नहीं पूछेंगे, 1-2 पे पूछा, बाकी 4-5 चीजें कैन इजीली बी ब्रॉट इन. जब वो तुझसे कोई ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछे जिसका आंसर तुझे नहीं आता, तो वो वहां से उठा के क्या. Sorry sir, this is not my area of interest, but if you'll ask me about this, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. ठीक है, इसके लिए 6-7 चीजें होनी भी चाहिए. So start retrospecting, start introspecting, start writing pointers about you, start thinking abstract things about you, and also start reading any good books. Atomic Habits, Alchemist, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, How to Kill a Mockingbird. There's so many. और कुछ नहीं है तो रॉबिन शर्मा और चेतन भगत पढ़ लो, but पढ़ लो. ठीक है, रॉबिन शर्मा तो थोड़ा बेटर कैटेगरी है, चेतन भगत ही पढ़ लो. ठीक है. So start doing certain things that will, come as a rescue. और वो जो 45 questions है ना, उसको भरते समय ये देखना कि कितने एरियाज आपने अभी तक अपने बारे में सोचे नहीं. That's very good, contemplating questions, which you might have not कभी नहीं सोचा होगा, because हम छोटे थे तो there was a poem. I am sure many of you would connect with it. What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare, no time to stand beneath the cows and something in the boughs. So in the hustle bustle of life, no, we are just, it's like a local train. You are just running in order to catch the train, and then you have no agenda, no clue of the destination, nothing doing. So think, ponder, contemplate about your dreams, goals, aspirations, and see where you were and where you are and where you want to reach, and how do you need to bridge that gap. And these questions will be very helpful in triggering many of the thoughts that might have settled under the seabed. So start contemplating over these things, and very necessary, start spending time with yourself. ठीक है, रैंडम एक्सरसाइज किया करो. कभी फ्रेंड्स के साथ बैठे, भाई यार तू बता, अगर तुझे मेरे में ना 2-4 अच्छी बातें निकाली हो तो वो क्या होंगी. You get some real, opinions about you. है ना. बुराई तो बहुत मजे से बता देंगे, happily. जो नहीं भी है वो भी बता देंगे लोग निकाल के. But if they really have to talk good about yourself, that's your asset. That's what you have earned. That's who you really are. That's what people have realized about you. But just because they are, bitchy friends, they will not tell you on your face. So ये सारी चीजें थोड़ी-थोड़ी exercises है, करो. थोड़ा सा खुद के साथ extempore खेलो. Pick any topic, है ना? और उस पे देखो कि आप 1 मिनट 40 सेकंड 50 सेकंड उस टॉपिक पे बात कर पा रहे हो. जैसे the recent, hit and run, not hit and run, the drunk this thing accident case, या कोई भी और political issue, या कुछ sports में कुछ, pick up a topic and see if you are able to talk on that topic for a minute or so, because sometimes it will be in some colleges, जैसे ऋतिक है, अगर इसने SPGN भरा होगा तो वहां पे group interviews भी होंगे. तो group interviews में they will make 2-3 people sit, and sometimes if one person is speaking, he will stop that person abruptly and he'll ask the other person, okay, you pick up from where he has left. तो उतना मसाला, उतना मैटर, उतना कंटेंट आपके पास होना चाहिए, उतने ध्यान से आप उसको सुन रहे होने चाहिए कि फिर उसके बाद आपकी अपनी ओपिनियन क्या है. इट कैन बी वेरी कॉन्ट्रडिक्टरी ऑल्सो, इट कैन बी वेरी सिमिलर ऑल्सो. कॉन्ट्रडिक्टरी है तब तो बोलने के लिए कुछ है आपके पास, अगर सिमिलर है तो यू डू नॉट नो व्हाट टू से, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग हैज बीन कवर्ड बाय दैट प्रीवियस चैप्टर. तो इसके लिए पढ़ना और अब्रेस्ट होना बहुत जरूरी है, अपनी ओपिनियन होना बहुत जरूरी है, और अपनी ओपिनियन को कैसे आर्टिकुलेट करते हैं इसके लिए माइंड प्रैक्टिस बहुत जरूरी है.
Actually, ma'am, I have given an interview in NDIM. I'm audible. Yeah. So I have given an interview in. Yeah. So I have given an interview in NDIM just 2-3 days back. So there was a question they asked me, "What about your favorite color?" So I said black. So so he connected that black with darkness. So he said, "You love darkness, that means." So I said, "I don't love darkness, just said I love black, I don't connect it with darkness." So I think that he wasn't that much satisfied with my answer. So I want to know what he was
I did.
actually. Yeah.
Yes, sir. One perspective of black is that it is associated with darkness. But don't you think, sir, that's the perspective created by the people who are really negative in life, who see the glass not half full but half empty? As far as I am concerned, I like black because black is a powerful color. Black is the color which has the capacity to engulf every other color. Any color mixed with black will not leave its trace, but black mixed with any other color will definitely leave its trace. And so am I. Wherever I go, whatever I am doing, whosoever people I'm mingling with, I will definitely leave a trace of mine. And black is a color which will not just give you the sense of power, which will always also give you a strong and bold background. We always have black boards earlier, so that anything written upon black always reflects and shines. So I give it a point, I make it a point that anything that is encarved on me always reflects back. So that's one version of black, and that is how I connect with black. So, और उसके लिए उतना quick sense होना चाहिए. I am doing this for 17-18 years now, so you give me any question, I can create an answer then and there. But तुम लोगों के लिए जो मैंने अभी बोला ना, take random questions, कुछ सुनते रहो. English series, good English series जितनी देख सकते हो देखो. The kind of language and lingo and presentation and style and aura English series में reflect होता है ना, that's very, very good way and effective way of communication. As far as, as far as you're able to, reiterate it in the same effectiveness. तो ये बहुत मुश्किल होता है. This is known as thinking on the feet. ये बहुत मुश्किल होता है कि if you are thrown with something which you are completely unaware of, how do you deal with that situation? But हम reflex में अगर random चीजें prepare करते रहेंगे ना, तो उस strong reflex के वजह से we'll be able to play any shot well.
Actually, I was given 2-3 questions of such type. Like the other one, actually he connected that black color question with the thing that he said, you like day or night? So I said day. So he connected both things, like you like black color and you like day. So what's that combination?
ऐसे में safe answer देना चाहिए. Sir, choosing between day and night is like choosing between your right eye and left eye. Both are quintessentials.
Actually, I said the same. He said you have to choose one. You have to say
No, sir. If given a choice, what I have to choose, then I will choose whatever your answer is, day or night, और उसको positively explain कर. But पहले neutral answer दे दे.
Okay. And the other one question was, if I would give you 10,000 euros at something like that, so what would you do? So he basically asked the same question to his partner, whatever the person was sitting next to him. So he asked the same question to him. So she said, I would be relaxed.
Okay, so now these are the questions, जो light questions होते हैं ना, उसमें you can add a little bit of wit and humor. Oh sir, 10,000 rupees, that's quite a lot to spend in a day. So sir, if I would be given 10,000 rupees and I have to spend it in one day, simply pamper myself, sir. And why not? Why not? If something comes out of the blue to your way, which gives you immense happiness, I will choose things that make me happy. I'll go to a salon, I'll shop branded stuffs for myself, I will party with my friends, I'll go watch a movie, I'll do all things possible to pamper myself. Because sometimes you get a chance to be happy and you should never let go of that chance. थोड़ा bit और humor होता है ना, और देखो सच्चा आंसर दिया है, 10,000 रुपए मिलेंगे कोई भी मजे ही करेगा, FD नहीं कराने जा रहा कोई उसकी, थोड़ा प्रैक्टिकली भी सोचेगी तो I will invest and I will give it to my mother and ये bullshit answers है. This will create थोड़ा atmosphere को भी light करेगा and this will help the examiners or the panelists understand कि okay ये सही straight बंदी है, fake नहीं कर रही, 10,000 रुपए मिलेंगे, किसी को नहीं पता, एक दिन में पूरा खर्च करना है, मैं मजे करूंगी. I will distribute it in the poor and the needy और ये और वो बकवास आंसर मत देना कभी. कुछ नहीं होता, अनाथ आश्रम में जाओगे, ये तो अच्छे बनने वाले आंसर नहीं देने चाहिए. Make it sound real. मैंने पहले भी बोला था, don't make it sound fake. Because आप इतने सच्चे और इतने अच्छे हो, फिर वो 4 क्वेश्चन बाद आपसे गरीबों के बारे में कोई क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे और कहेंगे अरे सिंपैथी तो आपको बड़ी थी 4 क्वेश्चन पहले और अभी आपको आंसर नहीं आ रहा है. सर मैं आपको थोड़ी देर सो कुछ चीजें अपने बारे में सोचते रहो. सबसे पहले पॉइंटर्स देखो, एरियाज ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ एंड एरियाज ऑफ वीकनेस सबसे पहले, और सोचो. जैसे किसी ने बोला कि ओके आपकी कमी क्या है और मैं बोलूं कि ओके आई एम शॉर्ट टेम्पर्ड, तो वो ये जरूर पूछेंगे कि व्हाट हैव यू डन to overcome this weakness of yours. So, okay, I'm practicing, meditation. I try not giving a reaction out of, everything. I try not give a reaction for every small and big thing. I try to cut myself off from unnecessary drama. I don't, unnecessarily push myself into things and stuff and conversations I'm not directly linked with. But yet, if things come my way, so I try to speak less and I try to walk away from that space so that my temper subsides and dilutes a little and then I'm in the normal state of mind. ऐसे से करके नॉर्मल चीज है कि भैया मैं उठ के चला जाता हूँ. आई एम प्रैक्टिसिंग योगा एंड ये सब फालतू चीजें नहीं बोलूँ. ठीक है. थोड़ा अपने पे मेहनत करो, स्पेंड टाइम लिखो, एरियाज ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ्स, एरियाज ऑफ वीकनेसेस एंड हु एम आई. डू योर स्वॉट एनालिसिस. ये लिखो, अपने साथ टाइम स्पेंड करो, अपने बारे में. Those 45 questions, every answer of those 45 questions should be well thought. It should not be लिखने के लिए लिख के मैम को भेज दो. No, it should be well thought. ठीक है. और दोनों चीजें रेज्यूमे एंड 45 questions मुझे PDP MBA PDP पे भेज दो. One, second, prepare one answer कि tell me something about yourself. बिकॉज जब उसके बाद जब हमारे मॉक इंटरव्यूज शुरू होंगे तो मैं पहला क्वेश्चन ये पूछूंगी कि टेल मी समथिंग अबाउट योरसेल्फ, और उससे आपके आने वाले 7-8 क्वेश्चंस निकल के आए. तो वेल बिगन इज हाफ डन. इफ यू आर एबल टू मैनेज दिस क्वेश्चन ब्यूटिफुली देन यू हैव वन हाफ ऑफ दैट. ठीक है. तो टेल मी समथिंग अबाउट योरसेल्फ, 45 क्वेश्चंस और योर रेज्यूमे एंड पेपर पढ़ना, बुक फिनिश करना. I'll ask which is the latest book you have read and what, मतलब latest मतलब कितनी latest, when have you finished. अच्छी सीरीज देखो, अच्छी मूवीज देखो, अपकमिंग इवेंट्स के साथ अब्रेस्ट रहो and gather all the necessary knowledge that you can. Spend time with this. See you guys, and for anything else we'll stay connected on.
Ma'am, actually I have a question.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, ma'am, I did after my 12th, I actually did DLED, that is Diploma in Elementary Education.
Diploma in
Elementary Education. I want to go.
Elementary Education.
Yeah. I
And
want to
that's
become sorry.
That's all about.
It's about teacher. It's about teaching.
Oh,
So
achha.
yeah. So firstly, I went for teaching, like teaching job. So I did the diploma, and it was completed in 2021. So basically, honestly, I've been waiting for 1 year, but there was no government vacancy. I've been preparing for
अच्छा,
that.
ये government jobs के लिए था ये diploma.
Yeah. I've been preparing for government
तो
jobs.
government job वो NET और TGT, TET वो सब जो लेते हैं.
That's after B.Ed, after graduation plus B.Ed, and that after that. So it's a diploma for eighth standard.
Oh.
So I've been preparing for that, and I waited for 1 year, and there was no government exams. So I was actually also preparing for other government exams like SSC, you have heard. So I wasn't able to clear that. So that's why after waiting for 1 year, then I thought of doing MBA. Like so.
ठीक है, और MBA preparation के लिए आपने drop लिया?
No. In that 1 year, at the end of that year, like 3-4 months.
Justified ना, उसको mention ही मत करना कि मैंने SSC की तैयारी करी और ये करा और वो करा. Diploma वाली चीज mention कर देना. Because later also, if I want to get back to teaching, because teaching I've always loved, if I want to get back in teaching, at least I'll have some relevant degree there. SSC mention ही मत करना. And then I was also preparing for my MBA.
Basically, I was being questioned ki why did you leave DLED and now you are doing MBA?
DLED I did not do for as a help and as an aiding factor to my career. I was always preparing for my MBA. DLED I did as a complementary thing, because I always loved teaching. So if that was something was coming my way where I can just prepare myself and get some knowledge about that particular thing and keep a degree that can be utilized in the near future, if ever I want to get back to teaching and education sector, I will have something relevant. But I was full-time preparing MBA.
Yeah, I can mention that.
Any questions asked?
No, not yet.
Reach out to me anytime. Yeah. You guys feel free to reach out to me for any small questions, big questions, problems, this, that, anything. And जितने 3 काम आपको बोले गए questions, resume, and tell me something about yourself. These 3 things should be done and send out PDP and my personal chat as well.
Ma'am, these questions are of handbook, no? Yeah, okay. So we have to write on them.
Write on them,
Word, na?
word form में लिख के MBA, so that if there is any correction, you can do those corrections there.
Okay.
I have written it on the PDP. I think I send it as a PDF.
So वो अभी मानचू, you just have to copy the question or copy question.
I have asked for that.
Introduction, strength, hobby.
I am typing them out right
We
now.
have the list of questions, so not a problem.
Number wise.
Number wise.
Okay.
Any questions asked, guys?
No.
So start introspection. Start introspecting yourself. Start reading newspapers. Start gathering information from whichever possible source you can. Series, movies, newspapers, books, introspection, pep talks, TED talks, anything and everything.
We will not know you're there in the session or not.
Okay, guys, signing off. Take care. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
The session
Bye,
Happy
ma'am.
New Year.